Hey, I want to share something that could completely shift the way you view attraction. Believe it or not, women form an opinion about you within the first few seconds before you even say a word. We pick up on cues you probably don't even realize you're giving off. 1. Strong posture and calm presence. Most guys don't know this, but the way you carry yourself physically is sending out a message loud and clear. When your shoulders are relaxed, your feet are planted firmly, and you're not constantly fidgeting or adjusting, you're silently communicating confidence. Psychologists refer to this as postural dominance, and it immediately activates attraction mechanisms in women. It's not about being overly dominant or taking up too much space. It's about being steady and composed. Your body is saying, I'm secure in who I am. I don't need to prove anything. Stillness sends the signal of self-control, and that's an incredibly attractive trait. While most men shift around or fumble with their phone because they're nervous, the ones who remain centered, we notice. There's a sort of quiet power to them that stands out. 2. Intentional eye contact. Your eyes reveal more than you think. When you can hold eye contact in a composed and intentional way, you're tapping into something deep within us. Scientific studies show that eye contact releases a chemical called phenylethylamine, a natural stimulant associated with feelings of excitement and desire. But here's the trick. It has to come across as intentional, not needy. When your gaze says, I'm choosing to give you my attention, it triggers interest. But if your eyes say, I need you to notice me, we sense that immediately. If you look at us like you're genuinely curious, like you're deciding whether we're worth your time, that changes the dynamic. Suddenly, we're the ones seeking your attention. 3. A controlled smile or confident smirk. There's something incredibly appealing about a man who can smile with restraint. Not a forced grin or awkward laugh, but a knowing smirk that hints at confidence and charm. This kind of expression suggests you're relaxed, aware, and in control. Researchers have identified that authentic smiles, especially ones that reach the eyes, spark instant connection. But the subtle smirk goes beyond that. It adds mystery. It's as if you're in on a private joke, and we're intrigued enough to want in. Most men either don't smile at all or overdo it. The men who find that perfect balance, they get it. They know that mystery and control are far more powerful than excess. 4. Well-kept appearance and subtle scent. This is deeply instinctive. Grooming habits speak volumes, often on a subconscious level. A tidy haircut, a clean shave or well-kept beard, a light fragrance that enhances rather than overwhelms, and fitted clothes that look intentional. These all suggest high self-worth. They imply standards and show that you care about how you present yourself. You're telling the world, I respect myself and I expect others to do the same. Studies back this up. Scent and visual presentation heavily influence attraction, often bypassing our logical thinking. When you put effort into your appearance, it tells us you're a man who pays attention to the little things, and that's incredibly appealing. 5. Intentional movement and grace. Here's something powerful. How you move speaks volumes. Quick, jumpy actions often suggest nervousness or lack of confidence. In contrast, slow, thoughtful gestures send the signal of inner control and strength. Nonverbal behavior experts have found that people are naturally drawn to those who move with calm precision. It activates what's known as leadership recognition. Whether it's how you reach for a drink or how you turn your head, if you do it with intention, we notice. It shows you're grounded, self-assured, and not ruled by your surroundings. And that's the kind of energy that instantly pulls us in. 6. Emotional composure under pressure. This one's huge, and most men don't even realize they're constantly leaking emotional signals. When you don't flinch at tension, when you don't nervously laugh at every joke or adjust your behavior based on others, you're showing real strength. This is known in psychology as emotional regulation, and it's one of the clearest signs of a high-value man. If something uncomfortable happens and you remain steady, if you stay composed instead of reacting impulsively, that signals real confidence. It tells us you're secure in yourself and unaffected by chaos. And that kind of presence, that's magnetic. 7. The energy you bring into a room. Before you say a single word, we're already reading your energy. Whether you walk in with calm, centered confidence or anxious attention-seeking vibes, we feel it. There's science behind this too. It's called emotional contagion. We absorb the emotional tone of those around us. If your energy is grounded and authentic, it naturally attracts. But if it's scattered or trying too hard, it can be a turnoff. This kind of energy can't be faked. It reflects your internal reality. When you're truly at peace with yourself and not seeking approval, that radiates in a way we can't ignore. It's a kind of raw, masculine confidence that draws people in. And finally, let's talk about how you take up space. Masculine energy isn't about overpowering, it's about presence. It's calm, confident, and grounded. When you stand with intention, hold your space, and subtly face toward us without invading or retreating, you create a very powerful tension. This dynamic, what researchers call approach avoidance tension, creates chemistry. You're showing interest without neediness. You're present, but not pushy. Close enough for us to feel your presence, but self-contained enough that we don't feel crowded. This subtle dance creates attraction. Most men either get too close or stay too far. But the ones who strike that perfect balance, they understand how to let attraction build naturally without force. Conclusion. Every one of these cues, from posture to eye contact, from energy to stillness, sends a message, and women are reading them before you even speak. Mastering these signals isn't about pretending or performing. It's about becoming more aligned with your confident, authentic self. And when that happens, we notice.